Hey, that's the girl that rhymed Mickin with chicken. Mom, what's Mickin? This is the best interview I've ever had in my life. Thank you.
You recently tweeted about how you've been helping patients battling COVID. You're in the medical field, so I just want to say thank you to everybody working in that field during this incredibly tough time. You talk about coming home and grinding and playing 2K. How much does it mean to you to come home and jump into NBA 2K, and what does that mean to you as somebody who's on the front lines?
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the... Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Scott in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Wilson. Miracle Man is out there with the kid. And there's the monster. And it's Tyler in at the 4 slot. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Outside, Scott. To the paint. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Harden. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We've got a primetime interconference rivalry, Greg. What do you expect to see here tonight?
Could be a feeling out process early, but I do think once the teams get going, expect it to be physical and contentious.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. High post, KD. Tyler on him. Durant kicks to Scott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the elbow jumper. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Tyler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they're able to recover. And Irving comes to help. Here's Wilson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Irving passes to Harden. The feed now to Scott. The kick out to Irving. And it's blocked. Pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Left side, KD. Griffin trying to get open. A nice shot by KD.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Goes up to the stripe. That one a little long.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So free throw drops for Leonard. Brooklyn making some changes. Bayless is checked in, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for James Harden.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside, KD.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Irving, good.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
The Nets making a switch here. Outlaws checked in. Here's Bayless. Wilson with the block. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the power. Alley-oop dunk. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Griffin, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities. That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here is Outlaw. 14 points from him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Clock is at 3. Shot, high post. KD can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Gary. Here's ABC. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. They get it again.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Here's Money. Bayless covering. And Durant comes to help. Fires the 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Now, this guy's got some grit and some determination. Is Kevin Durant capable on the offensive end? Yes, but the defense as spectacular.
Thunder passes to the professor. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
The wide open look for Durant, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Wilson out there with Cowboy. Then it's the kid. Then there's the Miracle Man. And it's the monster in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Griffin. Scott is out there with Allen. And it's Outlaw in at the 2. Allen passes to Griffin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Leonard.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Monsters got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Miracle Man. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 14. Power down with both hands.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Irving kicks to KD. Outside Griffin. And the Nets miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Outside Irving. Passes to Durant. Fades. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Scott, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Brogdon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Scott hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Money, and the layup falls. Money's got his first points of the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brogdon the pass to Irving. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Scott. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Bayless is checked in. The Nets making a switch here. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. KD passes to Scott. Now the pass to Brogdon. Outlaw dishes to KD. Bayless from long range.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Durant down low. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And Los Angeles guys shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. The Monsters checked in for the Professor. Tyler comes in for ABC. And it's Leonard in for Rain Man. And a change for the Nets. Augustine's checked in.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Brogdon off the drive. 6 on the shot clock. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. 7 seconds left in the first half. The shot by KD. No good. Here's Gary. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the guys for Los Angeles. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fun.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this game.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Cowboy. Get out there with Miracle Man. Then it's Magician. And it's the Monster in at the center, blocking down the middle.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And now here comes Wilson leading the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Harden bounce pass. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and again, it's the Nets missing.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Miracle Man, the pass to Tyler.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Durant. Will it go? Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Wilson. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. 18 points for Miracle Man.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Back to Irving. Goes up on the high post. Rebound by Tyler.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Here's Miracle Man.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Durant with it. Tyler on him. Good work there as it goes. KD's got 8 points.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Los Angeles?
Scott pulls it in. Here's Griffin. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wilson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Pass to Durant. And yes, it's good. He's got 10.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Los Angeles, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. .130 left in the third quarter of the game. Brogdon against Leonard, and it's Brogdon off the drive. Griffin, no one around him, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
For Los Angeles, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outlaw the pass to Griffin. It's Brogdon on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Outlaw. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes. You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Nets shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Inside, Wilson with the block. Bayless from long range. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he's going up for the alley-oop. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles. Will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Off the inbound pass, and he goes in for the dunk.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Griffin. He kicks it to Bayless. 4 on the shot clock. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break, safe to say. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Allen, and it's Outlaw in at the 2-guard spot. It's Allen on the wing. It's tipped. Here's Thunder. Bayless covering. Rain Man passes to the professor. Here's Money. No good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Outlaw in the corner. Misses the 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Allen passes to Bayless. And here's Outlaw for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Passes it to Augustine. And the professor picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. Stolen. Here's Rain Man. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Allen finds Bayless. That's tipped. Here's Thunder, defended by Allen.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Bayless will bring it up for the Nets. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
Great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Miracle Man.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The Nets working the ball around now. There's the pass to Sumner to stop the drought, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Sumner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Roby the pass to Robinson. Augustine with it. Here's Sumner. Augustine, the second chance points on the tip in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And an intentional foul right there. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And Los Angeles guys shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And now we've got the intentional foul. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Los Angeles now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Miracle Man.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Finished off the break. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
The first one falls, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. The professor's checked in for the Monster. ABC comes in for Tyler. Money's checked in for Magician, and Rain Man subbed in for Leonard. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Allen surveying the D, and that's a foul called. On Money. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. The Monsters checked in for the Professor. Tyler comes in for ABC. Leonard, he's checked in for Rain Man. And Thunder subbed in for Miracle Man.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the second free throw, good. And Los Angeles guys shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Free throw, good. Allen. And Allen drops them both. Here's Los Angeles now from the inbound.
Oh, wow! Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. To the inside, the Monster. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Miracle Man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. We might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
Rain Man checked in for Los Angeles. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Rain Man passes to Miracle Man. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And he jams it with authority.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First one falls for him. At the line of the net, Outlaw. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's the monster. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Outlaw hits them both. Here's Miracle Man. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And that's an intentional foul.
Number 1.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Rain Man, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here is Outlaw. Miracle Man, the pass to Money. Oh! And he dunks it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution